Whoa! What was that? A suburban dad humiliated in public? But this isn't just any dad. One snap at a carnival is about to shatter his entire life. Why doesn't he fight back there? How does this spark a deadly chase? Is he hiding a killer past from his family? This is The Family Plan, a 2023 action flick where Mark Wahlberg's quiet life turns wild. Meet Dan Morgan, a car salesman, devoted husband, and father of 3, living the perfect suburban life in Buffalo, New York. And right beside him is Jessica, played by Michelle Monaghan, strong, loving, and the glue holding their family together. She's sharp, resilient, and always one step ahead, the kind of wife who sees everything, except the truth about Dan.
Oh, hey, Dan.
Happy anniversary.
Dan, my husband, he's an amazing dad.
You almost ready to go to size 4S, huh? How you so big?
Look at the big muscles.
I just wish our lives were...
Because that perfect life, it's just a front. Before the minivans and diapers, Dan was a ghost, an elite assassin who disappeared after one final mission. For 18 years, he's stayed hidden. Until now. Why didn't Dan react even though he was an ex-assassin? Let's break it down. During their anniversary at the carnival, Dan and Jessica share a romantic moment when suddenly, click, a group of teens takes a photo. They laughed, mocking him. Dan kept his cool, calmly asking them to delete it, but instead of backing down, they smirked and uploaded it right before him. Jessica wants him to fight back. I mean, we all expect that. And when one of the guys pours a drink over his head, the tension in the air is thick. Will Dan just explode now? But he doesn't. He just clenches his jaw, wipes the drink from his face, and walks away. Why would he do that? It's not because he's weak or afraid. Dan's restraint isn't cowardice, it's calculation. One wrong move doesn't just ruin his pride, it puts his entire family in danger. That photo, which is posted, could be the spark that reignites his past. As an assassin, he knows facial recognition tech could flag him in seconds, alerting the enemies he left behind. For 18 years, he's avoided cameras, stayed off social media, and kept his head down. And just like that, with one single photo, his cover could be blown. The past he's been running from, the shadowy world of contract kills and covert ops, could catch up. And that will be bad. Well, what he never wished to happen, happened. All his plans went wrong while he was at the supermarket with his baby strapped to his chest. One minute he's grabbing a bag of frozen French fries, cooing at his infant son, and the next, he's fighting like a trained killer because that's exactly what he is. Now, here's the hook that'll grab you. He's not just trained. He's the best at what he does. Years of muscle memory kick in when a thug shoves him in that grocery store.
I'm so sorry about this, pal.
Really?
And here's where things get wild. Some say Dan overreacted like he was just waiting for an excuse to let loose after years of hiding. The stats? Insane. He took down his opponent in seconds, faster than most cops could react. And with a baby strapped to his chest? That's not dad strength. That's pure assassin instinct kicking in. Dan's carefully built life unravels the moment he throws a single punch in a grocery store. A ghost with 40 kills. And still, his wife thinks he's just a salesman. But now, his ruthless ex-handler, McCaffrey, knows he's back in play. To protect his family, Dan fakes a road trip to Vegas, but instead of safety, he puts them in the crosshairs. Whoa, that was so cool. And nope, It didn't end there. There's more to it. Let's watch. Dan's skill was just mind-blowing, wasn't it? After the chaos on the highway, they make it to Vegas, but there's no safe haven waiting for them. The truth explodes in the open when assassins track them down in a hotel, forcing Dan into a brutal fight for survival. But how does Dan explain all of this? Watch as he finally confesses the truth about his past. His family's reaction might surprise you.
Huh? And then I'm gonna have my associate, a Hyper X, kill your kids. How's that sound?
Dan's confession leaves his family in shock. Jessica struggles to process that her mild-mannered husband is a killer for hire, staring at him like he's a stranger. His daughter Nina, a moody teen, is caught between fear and a grudging respect for his skills, while his son Kyle, a gaming nerd, almost admires the real-life action hero dad he never knew he had. But before they can fully digest it, danger comes knocking again. McCaffrey's team isn't done yet. Here's how it all unfolds. Trapped in Vegas, Dan faces his deadliest fight yet, not just against McCaffrey's assassins, but against his own past. At the hotel, he takes on a small army using traps, brute force, and sheer determination. As chaos erupts, Jessica fights Gwen in a brutal showdown. Meanwhile, Dan turns to Jessica and tells her, "I need to be that guy one last time. For us." With his family's fate on the line, he faces McCaffrey in a final, intense battle.
I need to be that guy one last time. For us.
But here's the shocking twist. McCaffrey isn't just some shadow from Dan's past. He's actually his father. Bet you didn't see that coming.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm your grandfather, Kyle.
Oh my God.
Dan overpowers McCaffrey, who is ultimately imprisoned. In the aftermath, Nina becomes a news reporter, Jessica becomes a sports coach, and Dan opens a security consulting firm. With their past finally behind them, the Morgan family embraces a new life, taking road trips and moving forward together. Dan may have won the battle, but is he truly free? Or is his past just waiting for the perfect moment to return? And with a sequel on the horizon, can his family ever look at him the same way? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you love deep dive breakdowns like this, hit subscribe. We've got plenty more coming your way.